The destruction of the Georgia Guidestones, July 6, 2022, at 4:03 a.m. Eastern Time. The viewer is to look at and describe the destruction of the Georgia Guidestones, July 6, 2022, 4:03 a.m. Eastern Time. This is the video of the events. Captured on camera. And then here, they also captured a car speeding away. So what I was looking at is why the Georgia Guidestones were blown up. Any comments?
Interesting.
That's an interesting one, yeah.
It kind of happened and faded from the news, didn't it? And we really haven't heard much since.
What is most interesting to me is that apparently the monument was blown up with C4 explosives. They didn't cordon the area off, do an investigation. They came in within hours and removed all of the stones the same day. That should have been like a terrorist event. They should have had the FBI out there and did a whole thing, but they cleaned it up within hours.
Yeah, I don't know for certain, but I thought I read somewhere that C4 has a signature as well, so you know where it's been manufactured. But I don't know if I'm correct on that.
I'm not sure about that either, but according to the reports, they never found the person involved. Basically, it got swept under the rug.
Yeah, interesting.
Which makes it a very interesting remote viewing project.
Yeah, my first impressions here was like a puff of smoke, airy buffering, gaseous puffy, something burning and charred, something very hot, something a downwards movement, and then more like fine particulate cloudy things. And I said something's hard or broken or cracked there. So I feel like I was there. Something in the air, something coiled up, movement on the ground, shifting rock, gravel, land, a loud thud and dust kicks up. There's an impact, dusty, cloudy. And then this is my S3 there, the big cloud. So, and here I saw what looked like, two electric, branches of electricity kind of like intertwining with each other. And I said this has something to do with the speed in which like an energy moves through a medium. Almost creates like a bolt of lightning. And I wrote here like something gets fried. So maybe I'm doorknobbing on something inside of C4 here. I don't know.
Very interesting. As I'm looking through your session, what's going through my mind about that thing getting blown up is, it wasn't just some dude who said, I don't like these things, and he drives over there, puts a bomb on it, and then leaves because he's just some guy who doesn't like it and wants to blow it up? Or is it something else? All right, Daz, you're up.
Okay, very interesting name. I'm going to take you to the La La Land now then. Okay, I did 3 sessions on this, so bear with me when I go through. I'll try to do it as fast as possible. So I had this complex ideogram here that had 2 parts to it. One was a modern structure. It felt white, layered, and it was central, and it had life that moved around it. And then there was a chaotic energy, but this felt like it was a human emotional energy here. And I had a really weird word here, situational, because that feels quite kind of militaristic, kind of intel kind of terminology based. And I had this kind of explosive kind of event thing here. I put explosive potential, very secretive with a hidden agenda. And it felt like it was being done by people involved in the military industrial complex. And with the use of C4, that would kind of now make it a bit more sense. There is in a bit more detail there, explosive coming outwards. I thought it had exotic new components. I kept getting this word micro capsules though. I don't know what that meant, but it was an energy event. It was explosive, a reaction, and it spread it outwards. Great, a directional release of energy.
You definitely had that in there, as well, in indicating like the AOLing out on like 9/11 and some kind of agenda. What are your thoughts on it now?
Well, now I know what the target is, and I know what the message was on the stones and stuff. And it was getting quite a lot of popularity in viral circles online, social media on conspiracies and all that kind of stuff. It would make sense that someone with power, especially if C4 was used, someone with power and knowledge and stuff would try to wipe it out and stop people talking along those lines. So yeah, I'm quite intrigued now knowing what the target is, why I had that really strong military intelligence flavor to the RV session.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But Daz, your session also kind of could be like former military guys that are like, how dare you put this thing up? And they had the training and knowledge to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Dick, you are up, man.
yeah, Daz, that was really good. Daz did the heavy lifting. Okay. Pentagram symbols, some type of rune type lettering, occult symbols, low voice incantation, smell blood, sacrifice. Someone thinks they're playing, but they should be careful. They don't understand what they're getting into, invoking black magic. A structure, supernatural place. People are agitated by something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Daz, you had 6 guys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 guys.
Yeah.
But there's one on the ground. And then here's my explosion. I got 2 guys watching it.
See, right there. Go back down. If this right here, I think if you move these in, there's the structures right there. This was really interesting to me, the way you had these kind of pillory type structures that were aligned.
Yeah.
I think that's it right there for sure.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get the identity of who did it. Daz had 6 guys. I had 6 guys. Did you have 6 guys, Nyiam? I can't remember.
No, I have something in the air. Mostly, I have something blowing up, rock cracking, some big cloud of smoke, and then most of my session is something in the air with the energy.
So there's.
I had the air thing.
This would be real interesting to put through low-level analysis.
Yeah.
And consensus analysis to see what we got. I think Daz's second session is the bingo on this.
I think if we had something in the air, and if, it's a big if because we don't know, if there were some kind of military or intel kind of weirdness going on here.
Overwatch.
And we all, several of us had data of people watching the 6 people watching it, that maybe it was like a drone type observation type thing, seeing, watching the event and recording it and stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't it blow up at like some kind of occultic moment? Like, wasn't it the time like 23:33 or something like that? I forget. Like, it was like some exact moment that it went off. Like,
it was 4:03 a.m. Eastern time zone.
I think maybe if it's in 24-hour or something like that. Like, if I forget seeing somewhere on one of the footages, the timing it went off was very occultic. Yeah.
And the weird thing is as well, I had I don't know if Nyiam had anything, but I had Coven, and Dick was having some black magic kind of sacrificial type stuff there as well, which is how many times have we done RV sessions where we had black map is pretty.
There's videos on YouTube of people fly drones over the Guidestones, and you could see blood on top, like someone did some kind of.
All right, folks, on behalf of the viewers here, we want to thank you all for being subscribers and following us on this amazing journey, and many more to come.
Thank you.